Yo, 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 what's up? Your host Rhodes back today. Definitely got a good video for yous. Uh, this is the second episode of my climb as an ADC. I want you guys to let me know what support do you want me to run with. I've been running with Malphite, Galileo, Blitzcrank, but I kind of want some new ideas for really good support in Wild Rift. So this game, I play really well. I feel like I play really well. So this is actually, I believe, Plat 2, and I've been running with Xayah. I really love the champ, to be honest with you. Uh, I kind of like her difficulty. I don't like using Jinx or Draven or any characters like that. It makes it. I feel like it's kind of too OP, and people are so like used to playing with them. I kind of like playing with Xayah. It's like not very common for me to not be able to get her. About 90% of the time, I'm able to pick her. People don't really go for her in Wild Rift. So in this comp, we went. It was me and Blitzcrank versus Galileo and Vayne. The Blitzcrank, I remember, wasn't really landing too many hooks, but other than that, he played really well. I suggest me playing Blitzcrank. I suggest, from my experience, that you guys land your hooks at the beginning of the game because he's a really good character to snowball with. So this game I went with barrier. I like to go heal, but I realized if I go, I like kind of going barrier. I kind of learned the mechanic of barrier. At first, I didn't really understand it. Really good on Xayah because the fact is I'm able to take like was it take damage and not have to really be scared. And she's a really squishy champ, so you always want she's kind of like a safety pick for me. But one thing I realized is she's very squishy. If you catch her out of position, she's basically done for. Like I said in my last video, she doesn't have many escapes. All she has really is if she's able to root you with her feathers, and she's not that fast. So if she's able to root with the feathers, use her ult to dodge other people's ults, or in a group fight, or able to use flash. That those are her only mechanics that she really has for like escape. She's not like other champs where, you know, for example, when I play Corgi, I kind of feel a lot more safer to kind of dive in and dive out with his I believe it's his second ability. As you're gonna see later on in this game, this Garen kind of tilts me. Uh, One thing I suggest, especially when somebody's carrying, especially if you're getting carried during the game, don't try to tilt the main carry if you're playing horrible. I believe almost toward the end of the game, this Garen went 1-6. So I was able, fortunately, to get into their jungle and help my jungle out early game. And I don't know what my Blitzcrank did. I guess he was able to pull him into the tower. But we started off the game really well. We was able to get the Galileo very low. So the Galileo low, it made it where either he's gonna use their pop, which makes it harder for Draven to try to get back in the lane if I chunk him down. And right there, I was able to get a really good root in first blood. almost 55 seconds into the game. So it was a really good start. You're gonna see from this point on, I kind of used it to snowball. So this time I tried to implement the whole immortal Marion technique that I learned. I believe it was from these also other YouTubers. It's kind of it's a common technique. I call it Immortal Man, but I like to once I get a kill back, go straight back, grab an item, come back into lane. It makes it so they can't really catch. It makes it a little bit harder for them to catch you off guard. Like I said before, when you're playing bot, you're playing with two health bars, so you don't want to be half a bar after you got a kill, because this is gonna get, especially with this Draven 1v1 wise. He's a lot stronger. He's a lot stronger than me. He's actually one, I believe, is the strongest ADC 1v1 wise in early in the game. So after I got that first route, it made it a little bit easier for me to start trading, because of the fact now they're well aware of the fact that how much that route does, how much not only damage it does, but the opportunity it gives us. Because if I'm able to get a route off, that all it takes for Blitzcrank to be able to pull him in like he just did with Galileo. He's able to get them to burn the flash. That's definitely something you want to do. If you burn the flash and you still got your summoners, you're in a good position, because it gives you a lot more opportunities. I try to save your flash as much as you can with Xayah, because that's her only, that and her ult's the only escape she has. And what you guys want to do is you guys want to push lane, but don't get too greedy. There's many times I got too greedy and I ended up regretting it after getting ganked, collapsed. So always try to prioritize pushing lane, but don't. But if you have an opportunity back, you'll see anybody in your lane back also. One thing I hate about Galileo is what is it? He's really tanky. He's hard to kill. And I was right there. That was actually a really good play by Pant. Come down, applying pressure, and made it a little bit easier for us to now, hold that position. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the Draven in the back a little bit by hitting him under his tower, making it clear that he's not safe. He's not safe. So at this point, I believe I got all three of the kills. One thing, I like to play Galileo a lot, especially support. One thing I realized with Galileo, if you're gonna play support with him, really rely on poking down with his first ability. Because if you're able to catch them while they're trying to farm, yeah, you're not only able to damage some minions, but you're also able to start poking them down a lot more. So it gives you ADC a big opportunity to start getting some damage in. What I like to tend to do with Galileo is I take my first ability and then I take my third ability, I believe. Yeah, third ability. I don't, because he's hard to get close. It's hard because he's melee champ. It's really hard to get close with him. And right here, I was caught up by the Galileo with his ult, only because I kind of instead of me moving a little bit more out the space so I could hit that vein and get the last kill and kind of escape. I auto attacked, but I stopped in place. One of the keys to definitely playing Xayah, try to kite as much as you can. Try to get like the tankier champs to get in front of you, and make sure you stay back enough just so you're able to hit them, but you're not the main target. And that was actually a really good pull by my Blitzcrank. Pant came down to help us out, and was it Diana actually came down to help us out. So we got 4 bot right now. Uh, this was really good play by my team, because what we're doing is giving us the ability to not only take the team out, but it gives us the ability to secure Dragon a lot more comfortably. And at this point, I believe I have about 5 kills. So right here was a good play by the Draven and Galileo. I was as hard as I was trying to chunk them down. They caught me in a really good position. We was able to get the Drake. If I would have stayed with the team, I probably would have survived. But that was a really good play by them to catch me out and take away what is it the damage that I'm providing, because then it makes it a lot harder for my team owner to fight. And that's the key in a team fight. If you support tank, like when I play Malphite, Galileo, I like to always try to target the ADC. Pretty hard to do sometimes, especially when you got really tanky champs in front of you. But if you when you target ADC, it definitely gives you advantage. It gives your ADC advantage. Also gives your team advantage in a team fight. I have to give them my pant. Like I said before in my last video, it makes a big difference. Junglers make a big difference. If you have a really good jungler, it makes it where you're able to snowball lanes really well. It's a great combination when you have a great jungler and you have somebody able to control the lane and you feel pretty comfortable that they're gonna be a threat on their own. You know. One thing I want to suggest that you guys do that I don't do much is ping when the enemy's missing. And right there, that was a great play by us. We was able to believe that was Draven. We was able to take out, and I think at this point that's 6 kills for me. So I like what this Galileo is doing. So what the Galileo is trying to do, he's trying to stop me from backing. Because the more time I spend this lane, the more of an opportunity Draven has to come back and take my bounty, or be able to kill me a lane and push the tower. So our Diana came down with us, which is great. A lot of mid laners, in Wild Rift. If you knew the Wild Rift, you could double as a jungler for the bot. When you push have your lane push pretty well, is not a bad thing to come down help once in a while. Just you don't want to give them mid, or off the bat. You want to make them fight for mid, and right there, that was a great play. My Blitzcrank got the kill, but I wasn't really concerned about the kill, honestly. I actually like the fact that it gave us this opportunity where now with me being able to root this Draven, actually having more what is it power to him, we're able to really apply pressure. And as I said before, Draven's really great 1v1. But once I get that snowball, it makes it a lot harder for him to contest me, especially when Diana coming down and the tower is not safe. So this is a great ult by Pant. Pant saved me. He was able to take out. He's able to kind of get them to back off of me a little bit. Where I messed up was I overextended my stay. I should have hit him a few times, backed off. He probably would have been able to escape. And as you see, when you snowball a lane, it makes it a lot easier for the rest of your team to be able to prioritize their lane. As you can see, the Garen's making his way down lane, crashing towers. think right here I was trying to tell Garen to back, not because he's gonna get collapsed on. He wasn't too happy about me, making that suggestion. You're gonna see next exactly why. So my first mistake I made, and one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to chase the opposing team. You don't want to chase them because if they have wards and they have not only the numbers but the power, they're easily going to take you on. As ADC, once they take you out and they initiate a team fight, it makes it a lot tougher for your team to really contend and engage if they have an ADC that knows what he's doing. My pan's really popping off right now. It's 12-10. We was able to take the tower. And at this point in lane, I could kind of stay in lane a lot longer because once I kill minions, or if I get some damage off, I believe on the champ, I get some of my health back. And this is a great example for why you want to ward the river. As you can see, we watered the river. We was able to see that there's the opposing teams coming down. What you don't want to do though is overextend like I did. We don't have any towers or anything to protect us. And this is a great team fight right here. I was able to get a double kill. We was able to take out four of the enemies and prioritize pushing down lane. Now, if that happened while there's a Drake or a Baron up, would have been even better opportunity for us to be able to take it without being contested. Especially late in the game. If you die late in the game, you have to usually wait about 40 seconds or so. And in that 40 seconds, that's a matter of between losing a Nexus or was pushing the lane. So right here, I got a little bit too cocky. Like I told the Garen, don't extend. You're gonna get claps, and as you can see, exactly what happened. I got claps, claps and clap. I was not necessarily talking to Garen. I was more worried about the fact that Diana was in the jungle farming a camp instead of trying to help me. Because if she would have came down and helped me, it would have made it a lot easier for us to take that Yasuo out. So, me personally, don't think that Garen should have been going for the scuttle. Should have been kind of either going mid and helping the team fight or pushing his lane. But Baron's still up, so I can understand why he went for it. So right now we're trying to secure the Drake. Galileo is doing a good job at trying, not to initiate too early. If I was him, I would have kind of waited a little bit and then used my first ability in order to steal the Drake, or at least get some damage off. So I believe at this point we got every single Drake. And what I like to do is if I can't root them, I like to grab my feathers back because I feel the feathers add extra damage. So when you hit an opponent, it goes through them, does splash damage to the minions, like as you can see right there. 214 to, was it 285? So, and I believe that if she gets a crit, you could possibly hit what is it, 400 or 415 or something like that. It's a crazy amount of damage she could do. And right here, I was able to take this team out pretty well by myself. That Vayne did a great job at getting out of the way of me being able to hit her. Because if I would have probably hit her like two more times, she definitely would have been out. I believe right after this is when I got claps, or almost got claps, and Karen kind of brought that to my attention that, as you can see, definitely got to take your own advice sometimes. When I start carrying, I do kind of get carried away. You want to be you want to be the hero of the team. So right there, it was damage of doing that minions 570. That's incredible damage. And I definitely had to use my flash. I didn't want to get caught out and them just chunk me down completely. Now, like I said before, you don't want to chase, and this is exactly why you don't want to chase. I was able to get the kill off on Galileo, but also in that I gave up a kill, and it made it where a lot tough for my Blitzcrank to survive. Luckily, the Diana came in to save him. And right there, you're about to see toxicity of LOL. Please leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Peace.